It's a process, and the key is to kind of, we always look at, really generally what's going to work for them. Okay, a lot of wine businesses, there's a tendency to give someone what you think is good. Okay, not necessarily what you think they think is good. And we know it's a process. We know palates develop over a period of time. People aren't going to start drinking dry Rieslings next week. They're not going to start drinking wines from the Jura next week. This is something that's learned. It's over a period of time. Just like, eating sushi as opposed to French fries. It's that same type of deal. So when folks come in, we usually ask them, kind of what they're drinking right now, what they like, what they're hooked on, what's interesting to them. And then we ask them, what are you interested in maybe trying? What have you heard? What have you seen? From there, we can start, kind of crafting a series of wines for them over a period of time for them to try and kind of educate themselves, slowly, decisively though, where they know exactly what tastes like what. Now in this information age, we have all this wonderful information on hand with the websites and technical information on wines and how they were made and when they were made and what they were made out of. All that's available at the drop of a hat for these folks. So it really is this thing where, if they're drinking White Zinfandel, then maybe we kind of roll them into a fruitier style Riesling, or we give them Gewürztraminer, all right? And then after a couple times, we're like, I'm kind of interested in something red. Okay, boom. Now we start maybe with Beaujolais. We start maybe with, lighter, easier style reds, or, California Zin blends, because they have that perception of fruitiness. Very critical early on for these folks to slowly over a period of time. I think we made the illusion, it's like these heroin, when you're getting people off heroin, you do the whole cold turkey. But sometimes that works, but usually what you do is you slowly, wean people off certain things, so it's not a shock to their system. Same with wine, because the one thing you don't want to do is have somebody who's drinking White Zin going, I want to learn more about wine, I'm really interested. And then, boom, you give them the nastiest, leanest, driest red wine in the face of humanity, right? And they go, wine's bad. And then all of a sudden they're drinking beer, and boom, you lost them.
Yeah.
Because you don't get that many shots. So with us, it's a have faith in us. It's a plan that we put in place. Take pictures of your bottles. Remember what you drank. Remember what you enjoyed, didn't enjoy, and why. Even the most basic terms. And it's up to us as kind of like wine detectives to go through those terms. We have to interpret what you meant by smooth. Yeah. We have to know what you meant by sour or tangy or sharp or
bite.
I
hear that a lot.
So we have to know what that means to you, and then we take it from there, and that's our job as merchants.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is, you get people saying, wines that have that bite, it's kind of, and basically they're talking about, out of balance tannins. A lot of times you'll get that in inexpensive wine because you don't have that balance. And you can find it in inexpensive wines. It just takes a lot of, like when we talk about the buy. It's all about the buy, because that buy is to be able to find that good, $8, $10, $12, wine that's going to, where you will introduce somebody to something new to where they'll actually like it.